on, Brookie. Let's start the new year off right. Let's go for a walk. Get the sun in our eyes. The warmth in our hearts. Come on. It's almost 30 degrees outside. We're fine. Bundle up. We'll get moving. Our bodies won't even know what hit them. It'll feel like it's 90 degrees outside. Come on.
I don't want to walk.
Why?
I don't want to. It's cold and I don't want to.
That is 2023 Brandon talking. I need 2024 Brandon.
And 2024 is still sleeping.
I'll never get tired of this view. Brandon scrambled the second flat iron, and I hiked and met him up there.
It's so snowy still. I don't know how long it's been up here.
I mean, it's so packed down.
But look over there, that's all.
So pretty. I love when the light like hits the range a certain way. We're the biggest fans of the Sprouts half sandwich deal. It comes out to like $3.25 with tax for the half sandwich, but they absolutely hook it up. And then there's Brandon's. Look how juicy. Not all the Sprouts do it. We tried to go to the one in Longmont and they were like, we haven't done that in years. Obviously not the case for the Boulder one. So, check your local Sprouts. Today is a big errand day. I have a ton of laundry to do. This is just one bag. And then I have another small bag. I have to return a few books and then pick up a couple books as well. I need to go grocery shopping. I have literally pieces of chocolate in the fridge, and some Go Macro bars. And that is literally all I have. Bare bones essentials that I always get. Nothing exciting. I'm not an exciting grocery shopper, unfortunately. And then I have a couple pieces of clothing that I want to try to sell. There's a thrift store here that if they take your stuff, you can get quite a bit of money. If they don't, then I just take it to Plato's Closet because they give less. And then if they don't take stuff there, then I take that to Goodwill. All of it's like pretty decent stuff though. It's just like a couple sweaters and 2 pairs of jeans. So that's kind of all that I'm doing today. I thought I would just take you along for the ride. It's a beautiful day outside, so plan on going for a walk as well and listening to a couple podcasts. We are actually kind of starting apartment hunting, which is crazy to say because Brandon brought the idea up of us moving into an apartment last year, and I really just was not ready. I wasn't in a place where I was even remotely interested in moving into an apartment. Like, truly, I love living in the van so much. Like, I just feel so at home, at peace, content, comfortable in the van, despite its severe lack of amenities and conveniences and whatever. I really, really love living in the van. So at that time, like last year, wasn't at all interested in shelling out money for an apartment when I was perfectly happy living in the van. But recently, like in the past maybe 3 weeks, a month or so, I've been kind of liking the idea of having a place to go that is, I guess, stationary with amenities and conveniences. Like if I want to do laundry or take a shower, I don't have to go to the gym to take a shower, go to the laundromat to do laundry. Or if I want to cook something, I don't have to like pull out my camp stove and set it up. And if I want to use a microwave, I don't have to go to Whole Foods. It's just like everything is in one place. I'm not saying anything revolutionary here. Like that is literally what comes with an apartment or a house. But it's just like I haven't had those things for over 2 years now, so I'm kind of liking the idea of kind of a homey situation, and I can like make soups and bake bread. Give into a few more hobbies that I've been wanting to do for a long time, but I don't have the means to do so. Like I would really like to do more cooking and baking and stuff like that. We've been kind of toying with that idea. We're looking at a couple places. I'm still on the job hunt. It is brutal out there. If you are also in the same position, my heart goes out to you. That's kind of a little bit of a life update. That's not the end of van life. You know, Leaf is literally going to be parked right outside the apartment. I'll be taking him for short, frequent trips throughout the summer down to the mountains, so I don't have to go back and forth 4 hours each way every, weekend. It's not the end of van life. It's just a pause for now. Like, I genuinely see myself and Brandon moving back in here full-time at some future point in our lives. Like, we both enjoy living in the van. I think we're both just ready to have a change of scenery and have a change of lifestyle a little bit. Something that I didn't think about before I bought the van and started doing the transition, like building out the inside and really pursuing van life full-time, one thing that I didn't necessarily consider was what it would be like to live in one place in the van. You go on social media and you see van lifers that are living that digital nomad lifestyle. They're traveling, they're kind of moving throughout the world at their own pace and their own leisure, moving with the seasons, all of that kind of stuff. And when you have a job that is stationed in one place, like, you don't have the opportunity to be fully remote and travel by your own accord, you start to feel like you're living on the fringe of society. Like, you are not a part of the community that you are living in, I guess. Like, it's really weird. Like, and I don't think that that's maybe necessarily a feeling that all van lifers that live in a single place feel. Like, it's probably case by case situation, but like personally, I've lived in Boulder for 2 years before I left for that remote job, traveled the West Coast and worked remotely from there. But before that, I lived in Boulder for 2 years and worked locally, like Denver, Boulder area. And I loved it, like, obviously if I didn't love it, I wouldn't still be doing it. But there is a sort of feeling where you, like, don't belong in the place where you're living. I guess, yeah, I'm just kind of looking forward to maybe having a place of our own that we can have friends over. We can invite family to fly in and visit, and like they can stay at our place and they don't necessarily have to get a hotel or whatever. Like, I'm all about saving money, so if people can come and visit and they don't have to pay money for a hotel or an Airbnb or whatever, like, please take my bedroom, I will take the couch. Like, I just want people to be as comfortable as possible and be able to travel cheaply. I'd call that a success. They took most of my stuff, except for my freaking Madewell jeans, which I thought would have gotten the most value, but they have too many pants already. I have a habit of dog-earing the pages, and then once I return the library book, I have to go back through it and find the sentences, paragraphs that I thought were significant and write them in a document. I don't know why that matters to me, but I do it every time. That's what I'm doing now before I turn this back in. Picked up some groceries. Like I said, I don't get anything exciting or fun. I always look at things like whenever they have the holiday treats or the holiday foods or they're cool. I don't know. I just don't really give into them, and I'm not super interested enough to pay for them. That's what it really is. Eggs, almond milk, my go-to hummus, and then whole milk plain Greek yogurt. If you would have told eating disordered Amanda back in 2015 to 2017, 18, that I would be eating whole milk yogurt, she would never believe you. My favorite seed crackers, a little mini one of their packaged overnight oats. Salsa, the one that I said was weak, but I actually kind of like it. It's not even spicy, but it has good flavor. And then my favorite wraps, everything but the bagel seasoning. And then this whole bag is just produce. Apples, bananas, spinach, cucumber, tomatoes. I won't go through that. That is amazing. I have no desire to get out of bed. It's so warm in the blankets. It's cold outside. I'm parked outside the gym. I'm doing every possible thing I can think of to feel productive without having to get out of bed. Oh, does anybody else ever get that cold, stinging feeling in their nose when they put their contacts in? Like, if the solution on your contact is cold, for some reason it makes my nose cold and burn. Why is that? It's currently 8:57, and this is genuinely a slow morning for me. Like, I really am a morning person, and so I like to get going early. Like, that's when most of my energy is there, my motivation to, like, I don't know, work out and get stuff done. But this morning I just wasn't feeling it. I'm feeling it now. It's not like I have a job. It's not like I have any obligations that I have to be waking up and getting stuff done early for. It's literally just because that's the pressure I put on myself. I really, like I said this morning, didn't have much motivation to go into the gym. I made it a goal of mine for this year to run 3 days a week. And just actually, not even so much for any fitness or for any cardio or for anything related to the act of running itself, more so just the discipline. I just like to be a disciplined person. Like, I like to challenge myself in that way. And so basically I wanted to do that through running. I ran on Monday, and then I was supposed to run on Wednesday and Friday. Those are supposed to be my 3 running days every week. And Wednesday, I just didn't feel like it. So Friday is today, and I'm like, I was sitting in bed and I was thinking, okay, like I can do it on Saturday, I can do it on Sunday, like I can just make up those days. And then I was like, no, already starting the year off not being disciplined already. And it's not even a New Year's resolution. Like, I wouldn't even say it's a goal. I think my main objective is just to be more disciplined. And whether that is through not indulging in snacks when I'm not even hungry and just eating out of boredom, actually doing the things that I say I'm gonna do in terms of the hikes that I wanna do, the mountains I wanna climb, running 3 days a week, like whatever it might be. I don't know, reading parts of a chapter of a book every day. Like, I just wanna be a more disciplined person for myself. And I actually listened to this podcast, and like, you go into the new year and you start setting all these goals for yourself, all of these things that you want to accomplish, habits that you want to create and maintain. And basically this podcast episode was this guy talking about how the only way that you can fail is to set a goal. And when you think about it, it's like the only way that you can fail is if you create something for yourself and you fall short of that. If you never created it for yourself to begin with and you just worked toward an overall objective, then you would be able to reflect on all of the little efforts that you made along the way, and you would be able to judge for yourself if you achieved your objective or not, if that makes sense. And I really liked that because nobody has ever fallen short of a goal, whether it was by a little bit or by a lot, and felt good about it. You know, it was never like, oh, I didn't do this and, you know, that's okay. Everybody feels a little bit like, I could have worked harder. I could have done more. I could have done this, that, the other. So, I don't know. I really like the idea of just creating an objectives, whatever it might be, and just sticking to those. They're not necessarily objective or subjective goals per se. You know, it's not like, I want to read 25 books this year. And then if you only read 20, then you're like, okay, I failed. Like, I didn't do my goal. But you still read 20 books, which is probably more than you read the last year. So, I don't know. I think this year, my overall objective is just to be disciplined. Like, I just want to be focused on the objective and then doing all the little tasks or finding ways that I can incorporate this objective into daily habits, daily tasks, whatever, practices in my everyday life. What are some of y'all's objectives? I would like to know so that maybe I can partake in the fun. I just got done with my final interview for an opportunity that I'm actually really excited about. I'm getting good vibes, and I will not go so far as to say that I'm hopeful, because I like to say that I'm not going to get my hopes up, whatever, but in reality, like, of course I'm getting my hopes up a tiny bit, just based on how organic and well the interviews leading up to this point have gone. But basically the company is super cool, big fan of them, really admire the culture, the company itself, the product. So like, I'm really hoping that this is the one, that I get this opportunity.
Call while I was on my walk that I got the job that I've been interviewing for, that I've been crossing my fingers, crossing my toes, saying all the prayers, hoping so badly to get, and I got the call that I got it. I was trying to actually lure you into the van, where it was a little bit more subtle filming you, to tell you that I got the job.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Nice!
It's so cold, I can feel my nose hairs freezing. I think it's, 0 about degrees?
3.
3 degrees. When we woke up this morning, it was -10. So that was great, but the sun's out. The sun's out and it feels so nice. When the sun goes in the shade, it's absolutely brutal. But we're just on a walk while the laundries. We need to turn around though. It's getting so. Brandon's drink is freezing in his hand.
as we're walking.
Literally slush. It's like turning into slush how cold it is.
Nice. Home. Got really short ceilings in the bedroom, but that's not a problem. So a bed, and we can have nightstands. Oh, that could be like a little reading nook. You put like a little bookshelf and one of those little like round chairs in. Love the doors. Big window. The kitchen is quaint. We're thinking of putting like a dining table here and then bookshelf. Maybe like TV stand, TV, and then like a coffee table, a rug, couch. And then that's the only closet in the entire place. And I am determined to keep our clothing downsized from since we're moving from the van. I don't want to accumulate more clothes. So I think we're just gonna keep this one closet for the two of us. And then put like maybe like a cabinet or something in here for all of the folded like shorts and pants and stuff. And then winter clothing can be like compressed and stored elsewhere, because that's what we do in the van anyways currently. But I do not want to get a second like big old piece of furniture to store more clothes in. I want to keep that stuff to a minimum. So that's the plan. Just a girl in her chair. Futon secured. I am sweating profusely. Now we take it out. It was free. Amazing. Beautiful, stunning, perfect. The plates that we got from the thrift store, there are these like 3 little small mini ones, like dessert plates. And then we got 2 big ones. I like turned them over when we were at the thrift store, and I recognized just like the way that the like brand or whatever looked. And turns out it's the same brand as these plates that I got before I moved into the van, like close to 3 years ago. And I loved the way that these looked, and I think I found one at a thrift store, and then I went online and found the others that were just like this and like purchased them online from like some other person around the country, and then found these at the thrift store. Funny how it worked out like that. And then just got this one single glass that I just liked the way that it had the divots for your fingers to fit into. And then I got 5 spoons, 5 forks, and we got this little square sheet pan. Brandon likes to make these blueberry pie crumble bars. Is that what they're called? Blueberry crumble bars.
Yeah.
And he uses a little pan just like this, so we got one of those. And then I'm just starting to move some of our other stuff that we had in the van in here, so I just brought in like a few of our bowls. I want to get 2 more bowls or so. And yeah, just trying to slowly but surely move our stuff in, even though we have really not that much stuff. They're so high, made for a giant. Let me show you these cabinets. Okay, so these are the cabinets, and then all the way down here is the sink. Now, to put it into perspective, let me see if I can set you up here. Okay. So the cabinet, how the hell am I supposed to reach that? I'm gonna have to get a stepping stool for the microwave, all the cabinets on this side, the cabinets on this side, and Brandon's not that much taller than I am. So you're gonna be able to reach the top shelf perfectly fine, but the top shelf up there, no one's reaching that except for the Jolly Green Giant. I'll put the plates up here. I could reach
use these fine. I'll have calves of steel by the time we ever move out of here. Our first glass. Finally have places to put these things. I figured I would show y'all what we got. I don't even think I used those video clips. I'll insert them now. We got these mystery boxes of pottery for $5 each. We opened 2 of them. They were crazy. Now we're opening this one to see what it is.
Oh, chimes.
Oh, it's the chimes. And this is the cord?
Yeah.
So this cost $21 over there. And we spent $5 and they gave you the chimes and the cord. Everything has been a steal. Oh, this goes at the bottom of it, I thought. Oh, it's a magnet. And a little magnet. But basically, we were at this like Christmas market thing, and there was this pottery ceramics company, and they had these boxes. I still have one. A mystery box, and they had like a whole booth. And they had all these different boxes. This was the biggest size, and it was Christmas themed. I think this is supposed to be like a Christmas tree. But then they had smaller boxes, like medium size. And so you didn't really know what you were gonna get. They didn't have any hints as to what you would get inside. Each box was $5, regardless of the size. So we got 5 boxes, one big, and the rest were just like square boxes, smaller ones. And so what came in this one, the Christmas themed one, was this handmade little ceramic Christmas tree. I'm not exactly sure how they make it, but I'm gonna trust that it's handmade. So I think I want to keep this out year round because like it's pretty and it doesn't have to be Christmassy. Then in one of the square boxes we got this little mug, and it kind of just has this like really pretty like marbly, watercolory kind of pattern and colors and stuff. It's really pretty. Kind of reminds me of like hills, marbly hills. Free little ornaments in them. So we got little Christmas light bulbs, very cute. A candle is like a ceramic holder, like similar to this size, and then it just has unscented wax on the inside. And so my thinking was we could just burn or remove the wax somehow and clean it out, and it would be just like a nice little ceramic mug, completely reusable. So that's out in the van though. I don't have that with me right now. This little ceramic wind chime. I think they said that it could go inside or outside, but with the way the wind is here somehow, or sometimes, I don't really want to risk it like shattering because they don't seem like they're super durable. But basically, I think they're all knotted. They should be. Yeah. It's just like a little wind chime. Cute colors. But yeah, that is our Christmas market, delayed Christmas market haul.